Hello doctors, how are y'all doing today? Welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Maya. For those that do, I hope you enjoyed this new video today. Welcome back. Today's video is called Studying Cuba During COVID-19. It's part of the series Studying in Cuba During COVID-19, and this is part 3 of the series, the last video, I think. As you guys can tell, I'm trying to deliver information with a little bit more energy because sometimes I watch my previous videos and I'm like, I look dead. So trying to give you guys that energy to engage you guys a little bit more. In part 1 and part 2, I talked about how COVID-19 affected campus life. And now I will tell you guys how it affected the Cuban economy in general and how that affected us students on campus. As I have stated before, my channel is not political. I do not deliver any type of political information. It strictly focuses on student life, information to help students who are in Cuba or who plan to go to Cuba, and that is it. But obviously, some things that happen within the economy affect us as well. So although this is not a political channel, and this video is not political either, I will be explaining how certain laws and economical strategies, etc., affect us as students during the COVID-19 pandemic. First of all, I think the biggest impact the virus had was on the Cuban economy. Briefly giving you guys some background information, because of the COVID-19 virus, Cuba had closed its borders for basically all of 2020, from March to October. And as a result, tourism declined drastically. It basically hit zero. And this caused a food shortage and a shortage of basic necessities such as personal hygiene products. For students who didn't enter the country with supplies and weren't aware of the gravity of the situation, they struggled a little bit more than those who were aware of the situation and who came prepared. This gave way to the growing business scene in the school. Students would sell soap, shampoos, deodorants, anything that they could get their hands on, anything they brought from their country or that they knew how to find in Cuba, to other students who needed them. The increasing shortage of items also caused the number of goods to be sold to reduce and the price of those goods to increase. For example, in the hamburger place at school, Nuevas Cremas, I remember the price of a ham sandwich rose from 15 pesos to 25 pesos, around that price. And also, they stopped selling milkshakes. Sad. And outside, off campus, restaurants and other public places also closed. To prevent the spread of the virus, the Cuban government closed all public spaces. That includes restaurants, clubs, everything. The only exception with restaurants was that some would still remain open. You know, those that had the resources to, they would still remain open, but we couldn't go there and sit down. Customers couldn't go to the restaurants, sit down and order food. We would have to call them, order whatever we wanted, and pay a delivery fee to our location so that they would deliver it to our location. The issue with that was that when we were in quarantine on campus, when we couldn't leave, we had to pay a hefty delivery fee to have the food delivered to us, because ELAM is basically in between two provinces in Cuba. That is Artemisa and Havana. But it's basically within Artemisa's borders, but it's officially or legally in Havana. And most of the restaurants that we used to order from were in Havana, but not like in the outskirts like where ELAM was. They were in Habana Vieja or Vedado, because that's where technically we are. But because of the school's location, we would have to pay a very hefty delivery fee. That fee was for them to take the food to the punto de control, the checkpoint, because the Cuban government banned or stopped all inter-provincial transportation unless it was to travel or for some other important reason. So because ELAM is within Artemisa's borders, we would have had to call a bici taxi driver and have to pay them to get the food at the border, at the punto de control, and have them bring it back to the school, which was an extra maybe 70 pesos, 100 pesos. It depended on the BC taxi driver, but usually 70 pesos. Even when our on-campus quarantine ended, Cuba was still closed till the 15th of November. So if we wanted to get anything from a restaurant, we could either go there, order the food and take it away. We couldn't sit down at a restaurant and eat it. Or we could call them and order the food. Renting outside campus during vacation. Most students who were in Cuba during the vacation rented off campus. That is, those who had the means to do so, which were many. Renting off campus is generally expensive in my opinion, but I believe landlords in Baracoa rose the prices way too much because of the high demand that there was for more room or space outside campus. A room could cost 500 pesos per day. That is $20 in official terms. That's a lot of money for a single room in my opinion. And it's a common occurrence not only in Baracoa but in Havana, and I believe in all of Cuba as well, for prices to be higher for international students and foreigners. And not even just foreign people, also for Cubans who live outside Cuba. For now, this is all I can say about how COVID-19 affected life for students off campus. When I return to Cuba, I will make a more in-detail video about prices in Cuba and the cost of living. That will obviously be when I return. I can't say anything right now because I'm not in Cuba right now. But I was told that prices exploded after Cuba opened everything. Borders, public spaces, restaurants, everything. So stay tuned for that video, hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I post that video and other videos as well. I hope you enjoyed part 3 of the Studying Cuba During COVID-19 series. I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe if I helped you in any way, comment any type of question or suggestion or video idea that you may have. I reply to all comments at all times. And stay tuned for my next video next Monday. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.